The search terms tab is the most important tab in Rankscale. Here you can set up your search terms or your prompts in all the different engines they're interested in. I will quickly go through everything that is possible in this tab, and then thereafter I go through everything more slowly and more in depth. First, you can find terms to track via the Find Terms button. Then you select the topic. If you don't have topics yet, you can add them in the Topics tab. Then I would click on Find Search Terms to find recommended prompts to track. If I want an in-depth overview of prompts to track with search volume, I would run a prompt research. Alright, let's go back. I can add prompts in bulk via the bulk add option. I can select all the engines that I'm interested in. I can set up the language, the region, as well as tags. I can upload prompts when I have a lot in bulk. I can also add prompts individually via the Add Term button. I can export all of my data via the Export button. And I can find specific recommendations to improve my AI visibility when I click on the prompt that I'm interested in, a few detailed insights, and then here I can click on Get Recommendations with Rankscale Scout. Let's walk through it more slowly. I can find terms by the Find Terms option, select the topic that I'm interested in. If you don't have anything here, you can run a page audit that checks your website for relevant topics, or you can also add them manually. Then I would click on Find Search Terms. If I would like to bulk add terms, I would click on the bulk add option. Then I would potentially select the engines that I'm interested in. Let's say it is B2C, so I'm interested in tracking AI Overview and ChatGPT. If I, for example, have an audience that is B2B, I would select AI Overview, ChatGPT, Copilot, as well as Claude. Here I would select the globe as well, because this allows for web search. Without, it is purely training data. I can add terms here via the Paste Terms button. Let's say prompt 1, prompt 2. And then I can just select here on Add Terms. As you can see, they all get added. If I have a large list of prompts to track, I can just upload it via CSV. Here you can find the template that this CSV file should adhere to. You can also automatically add tags via the CSV file, so you don't need to add them manually anymore. Next step is exporting my data. I would click here on Select All, or just select the prompts that I'm the most interested in, and then I would click on Export. Then I can download it as a CSV file or as a Google Sheets. If I then have downloaded it via Google Sheets, I would get this overview. This sheet is a complete overview of all the data that was tracked for your specific prompts in the specific AI search engines that we selected to export. You can find the text, the search term, the AI engine, as well as, for example, the query fanout, the sentiment reasons, why, for example, a brand is being recommended. This is about my own brand, but if I scroll further, I can also find this about other competitors that were mentioned, and so on and so on. So here you can export all the data that was tracked for you. If I then, for example, want to improve my AI visibility in a specific prompt that I'm interested in, I can use here the different filters to just go to the prompt that I'm interested in. Let's say mobile phone plans. I can click here on the prompt itself. I get a snapshot of how I'm performing in this specific prompt in this specific engine. I can click on View Detailed Insights. And then I can click on Get Recommendations with Rankscale Scout. This processes all your data that was collected for this prompt in this specific AI engine, which then provides you an analysis of all the data that was collected on this prompt, and it also provides you an action plan. The citation gap analysis shows me an analysis of all the citations that were spotted and indicates where there is potentially a gap. The sourcebox opportunities show me which specific pages are always in the sourcebox, which means in top AI citations in the AI response. Critical missing sources show me an overview of pages where I should get mentioned on. The action plan shows me an earned media offensive as well as content that I can create. If you scroll down, we see an in-depth dashboard of how we are performing on this specific prompt in this specific engine. Here we see all the brands that are being mentioned, which I can always sort. Here we see the citations and references that were mentioned. The source box analysis shows me which pages often rank highly in an AI response. If I scroll down, I can even find the exact executions. I can click on View Results. I can see the exact AI response. I can find the text citations, the sources, as well as the web view. The web view shows me a screenshot of the exact AI response. So, long story short, find terms via the Find Terms option, or add them manually via the Bulk Add option, or add them individually via the Add Term option. I can filter through all the prompts that we have set up. I can click on a prompt, I can go to View Detailed Insights and get recommendations to improve my AI visibility on this specific prompt in this specific AI engine. If I'm an agency and my clients want to see which prompts I'm checking for them, I can also just press the share button and then create a link. And then, as you can see, search terms is toggled on, therefore they will also have a view to this specific tab.